Hello and a warm welcome to Wipro Earthian Sustainability Quiz, and this is the 7th edition of the quiz. As of course, if you're following us, you know that this is quarterfinal number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been through an entire process of 2 preliminary rounds, 1 pre-quarterfinal round, and here we are with the top 32. We've completed 4 of our quarterfinals, and today we are with the 5th of our quarterfinals. This one will have only 3 contestants because we've, as usual, had one person unwell and not able to take part. That's sad, but in these pandemic times, you never know what happens to any of us. So please stay safe, follow pandemic rules, and make sure you don't fall sick, because it's not only about not taking part in a quiz, it's about health. Very, very important thing about health. So please take care of yourselves. So having said that, let me move on to introducing to you the 3 of my quarterfinalists on quarterfinal number 5. The first of my quarterfinalists for you on your screen, Adarsha Maiti from Symbiosis Institute of International Business. Hi Adarsha, welcome to the quiz and best of luck to you. From Adarsha, I will move on to the second of my quarterfinalists here, is Pravi Garg from Birla Institute of Management and Technology. Hi Pravi, welcome to this quiz. Best of luck to you too.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank you,
finally, last but not the least, is Ruchi Mishra from IIM Ahmedabad. Hi Ruchi, nice bright colors and a bright smile to welcome you to this quiz. Welcome and best of luck to you. As most of you know who have been following this quiz has got 2 segments to it. On the first segment is Earthian Sustainability, which is all about the generic world of sustainability. On the second of our segments will be Earthian Climate Sciences, which is thematic, and I know my quarterfinalists are prepared for it. But let me quickly run you through the rules. +10, -5. If you get it wrong, of course, on the buzzer, whoever goes fastest on the buzzer gets an opportunity to answer the question. You need to make sure you give me one answer and not multiple answers, because I'll be taking only the first answer. And finally, and most importantly, wait for me to tell you it's your turn to answer. Don't be in a hurry. Sometimes there is excitement when you know the answer. Don't jump the gun. Unless and until it is you who's gone on the buzzer, don't risk it by giving the answer away. All 3 buzzers tested and set. I will move on to the first of my segments. It's called Earthian Sustainability, and here it comes. Best of luck, guys. 15 questions. It's a mixed bag of questions. It could be text-based, visual, or multiple choice. It'll come up on your screen. Take a look at the question. Listen to me. If it's a visual question, listen to my question carefully and then attempt it. Don't take unnecessary risks with the buzzer and get negatives for yourself. Only the first person on the buzzer gets an opportunity. So here we go with question number 1. If everybody's ready on the buzzer, here's the question for you. DFID was the government department of the United Kingdom responsible for administering foreign aid. The goal of the department was to promote sustainable development and eliminate world poverty. It was, however, dissolved on 2nd September 2020. What does DFID stand for? That's Pravi on the buzzer. Yes, Pravi.
It is Department for International Development.
I like her confidence. Lovely way to start this quiz with a very, very confident answer. +10 to you, Pravi. And that's a nice way to start the quiz. I will move on to the second of my questions. I will first clear out my buzzers. I've cleared the buzzer out. And here comes question number 2. With which organization would you associate this report, the Living Planet Report for 2020? They do this biannual report. They've been doing it for quite some time now. Living Planet Report. Which organization is this? I'm okay with even the short form of an answer. You don't need to give me the full form. It's a well-known organization. Internationally very, very well-known. Anybody trying? It's not as tough as it seems. It's a straightforward answer, actually. No one wants that -5. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No buzzers. Okay. Any guesses at least? Anybody wants to guess?
Is this WWF?
10 points you just lost for yourself. Why would you not take a chance? Sometimes you need to take a chance on these things. He says, is it WWF? He's asking me a question. I will tell him that it is the right answer, but unfortunately, he did not attempt the question. So he does not get 10 points. Richie, come on, you need to make sure you start scoring on these things. Okay, moving on to the next one. Question number 3. Identify this logo for me. Anyone on the buzzer? Ooh, too much caution here. Too much caution. On quarterfinal 5, they don't want to take risks. And that is a 5, a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and no one on the buzzer. Yes, anybody wants to try it? No? This is the logo for the World Commission on Protected Areas. That is WCPA. Okay, it's sometimes I say this in a quiz competition. It's not only about the answers that you know and the points that you score. It's also about learning something new. And like they just learned, thanks to Rishi on the previous question with WWF on the Living Planet report, this was the logo for World Commission on Protected Areas, endangered species, and all of that. And the next one, here we go. Question number 4. All you need to do is tell me what am I talking about, or what is this talking about? Exactly 55 days to go, and that's 10. The countdown is a little lesser than 10 hours possibly right now. On 26th March at 8:30 p.m. What celebratory day is this? It's an annual celebratory event. Anyone on the buzzer? Come on, guys. Okay, Richie on the buzzer on this. Yes, Richie.
Just taking a guess. Is it the Earth Hour? Earth Day.
Earth hour. You're saying in 55 days plus or minus 10 hours and minutes, etc. On 26th of March, this is going to be Earth hour. Are you sure of this?
Nah,
You said it's a guess. Last time he had a guess and he didn't take it. He did not score. This time he does take that guess, and that guess would give him 10 points. Very, very well done, Richie. This is the Earth hour. On 26th of March at 8:30 p.m. local time, you need to make sure that we are lights out in order to help the planet with electricity at least. Richie gets himself 10 points on that. And moving on to my next question. Question number 5. Which organization am I talking about? Saving lives, changing lives. They provide school meals to 15 million children across the world. Each day, 5,600 trucks, 30 ships, and 100 planes are working for them. World's largest humanitarian agency assisting 115.5 million people in 84 countries in 2020 alone. Again, huge organization. And Pravi on the buzzer on this.
Is it the Red Cross network?
-5. I thought they provide school meals was a big, big clue. Anybody else wants to try?
The United Nations?
Not the United Nations. Richie?
Nah, for school meals, my answer was Akshay Patra, but this is...
Yeah, this is global. This is global, not India. This is World Food Program. World Food Program. Come on, guys. You should have at least guessed that, if not have got that right. Moving on to question number 6. In environmental science, the concept of X means demand in excess of regeneration. It can apply to animal population and people. What is X? The concept of X. Anybody willing to try? It's a one word. No one wants to risk this. Okay, the answer there is overshoot. X means demand is excess of regeneration. When that happens, we're talking about it being an overshoot concept. Okay, so that's, again, like I said, you get to learn something new. Moving on to my next question, question number 7. Okay, it's a slightly long question, so let me read this question out. This is a sequence of processes by which microorganisms break down biodegradable material in the absence of oxygen. What are we talking about? This is a plant that actually does that. This is a plant in Germany that does exactly what I described. It's a sequence of processes which microorganisms break down biodegradable material in the absence of oxygen. Okay, no one wants to risk this. There's so much caution happening here. This is the answer. There is anaerobic digestion. Oh, Adarsh, did you know the answer? Or were you thinking about it? You should have at
Yes,
least
sir.
attempted. You should have at least attempted. There is only a -5 that you'd get if you get it wrong. And you guys are playing way too safe. Safe doesn't work. You can't keep playing safe like this. Come on, attempt these answers so that you'll try and score as many points as you can. Moving on to my next question, question number 8. Concepts such as smart growth, urban city, and urban intensification have influenced government policy and planning practice in the West. This is basically in order to curtail X. X is described as the unresisted growth in many urban areas of housing, commercial development, and roads over large expanses of land with little concern for urban planning. What is X? It's a two-word answer, and the first word, of course, is urban. We're talking about something urban. All you need to give me is give me the second word. Where unrestricted growth of urban areas of housing, commercial development, and roads across large expanses of land. Okay, Pravi, trying for this. Yes, Pravi.
Is it urban sprawl?
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
I am telling you.
+10 to you. Urban sprawl is the right answer. +10 to you, Pravi. Good. Was that a guess or did you read about it and you remembered it?
It was like 50-50. I kind of remembered it, so I kind of guessed it also.
Fair
I
enough.
should like tell it.
Fair enough. At least she's being honest about that. That's urban sprawl. Will give Pravi 10 points on that. Moving on to my next one. Next question, number 9. Okay. These. Oh. You didn't even wait for my question. Okay. Yes, Richie. What's the.
I guess this is the narwhal fish.
And what about it?
Okay. I was just naming the fish.
You're just naming the fish. Okay, let me read the question out. So let's see if your answer is even remotely close to what I was trying to say. Canada has an international export ban from 17 Nunavut communities imposed by the federal government on this fish because their tusks are used for international trade, which they have banned. All you need to tell me is which fish is this? And very, very correctly, you said what?
I said narwhal fish.
Very, very good answer. Very good answer. +10 to you. He gets himself another 10 points on that. And the risky part of that, when you do that without the question, is sometimes it can go 50-50. So just be a little careful. But I like the fact that you're taking the risk. Please continue taking the risk. Okay, let me first neutralize my buzzer of Richie. And Pravi also tried, but that was little later. That is neutralized. Question number 10. This is a documentary. This is a documentary, which is a longer question. So let me finish the question. It's an exhibition and a multimedia documentary called It's About Life through the World Network of Biosphere Reserves and the remarkable example of people living in harmony with environment. With which UN or United Nations agency would you associate this documentary or exhibition? It's a 6-letter answer. Let me put it that way. It's a 6-letter answer. The abbreviation is 6 letters. Not the full form, the short form. Human beings living in harmony with environment. And it's a United Nations agency. That basically means the first 2 letters will be UN. You just need to give me the next 4 letters of this abbreviation. Anybody willing to risk on the buzzer? Oh wait, Richie, you've gone on the buzzer.
Yeah, but
oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was early. I don't know.
You even before the question came in, you went on the
No.
buzzer. Okay, fine.
Like,
I'll allow it. I'll allow it one time. I'll just allow it one time for you. Others, please be careful. I will have to allow you all both also one time, but wait for my question. That would be easier. Want to risk? 6 letters. No, 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 no. Okay. No buzzers. No buzzers. This is UNESCO. UNESCO. I almost force fed you with 2 letters of the answer also. Come on, guys. UNESCO is the answer. It's about life as a document exhibition that is about the adventures of life of people living in harmony with the environment. Okay. Next one. Question number 11. What is defined as a land use system which integrates trees and shrubs on farmlands and rural landscape to enhance productivity, profitability, diversity, and ecosystem sustainability? Land use system that integrates is the key word. Trees and shrubs on farmlands and rural landscape. No, 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 no. I can't really tell if this is a blank expression or is this we don't want to risk it expression. Yeah, I'm stuck somewhere in between. Okay, no buzzers, no buzzers. Anybody wants to try at least?
Is it LULC?
No. Good try though. Good try. Richie, Pravi. Okay, the answer there is agroforestry. Agroforestry. That's the integrate. That's why I said integrate becomes the key word in this answer. Number 12. Let's move on. Number 12 for you. I have the buzzers on neutral. Identify an Indian environmentalist from this organization. Navdanya International. Huge name. It's a two-word answer. Her name has got 2 parts. And it's a her, so it's a lady. Ah. Very famous individual from the world of environment, conservation, etc. in India. Okay, someone's trying. Richie is trying this, and that look on his face is like, I am guessing this completely, but go on, Richie.
Like, is this Vandana Shiva?
Why do you always ask me? Are you trying to take my job away? Asking is my job. What is the answer?
Like, just Vandana Shiva, I'm guessing.
Thank you very much. It is Vandana Shiva. And Richie, why are you so hesitant? You know the answers. Go on the buzzer. Don't stop yourself. +10 to you on this, Richie. Vandana Shiva is the right answer. Oh God, he's so hesitant with this. But sometimes it could be a 50-50 in your head, especially like how Pravi answered Urban Sprawl. It's there in your mind. It's not coming to the tip of your tongue. And you're like, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? But just go for this. You're in the quarterfinals of Wipro Earthian Sustainability Quiz. You get to get into the semi-final, and that can only happen if you answer questions and answer them right. But to get to answer them right, you need to start answering. So start answering, guys. Come on. Next one. Question number 13. This is a book and she is the author. Of course, you need to tell me the name of the author. It's a slightly tougher question. So this book works a lot on how environmental impact happens in terms of fashion, fuel, technology, and food. Okay, it's called inconspicuous consumption. These are things we don't even think of on our daily basis, but they have huge impact on the environment based on our daily lives. She's the author and that is the book. You need to tell me her name. That is the question. I like Pravi's expression. I have never seen this woman in my life. I mean, it's written all over her face. Okay, no buzzers, no buzzers. That's okay. This is Tatiana Skolsberg. Skolsberg is her name. Tatiana Skolsberg is her name. She's written a book called Inconspicuous Consumption of all the things that are part of our daily life but have a huge effect on the environment. Again, like I said, you get to learn something new at the Wipro earthian Sustainability Quiz. Moving on to the penultimate question. What is the process of an organism adjusting to the chronic changes in its environment called? One word answer. It's a common word. It's not even a technical word. It's a regular English word. 3, 6, 10 letter word. It's a 10-letter word. Again, it's spelled in multiple formats. So Adarsha is the first one to buzz. Sorry, just refresh that. Yes, Adarsha.
So is it adaptation?
Can you give me a better word? It's about environment, climate, etc. So what would be a better word? Oh, first person gets a chance. And I'm giving you the explanation for the word, so I can't give you points on that. That's a -5, Adarsha. Pravi, yeah, you want to try?
Is it acclimatization?
It's acclimatization. Acclimatization, not what's the word you said? I'm sorry. No,
Acclimatization.
what did Adarsha say?
Adaptation.
Adaptation would be slightly different to this. This is the meaning that I've given you. So acclimatation would be the word. No points, Ravi. Unfortunately, you weren't the first one. Adarsha, you were the first one to go on this, so that's a -5 for you. Okay, last one of this round. I love this question. I asked this last year also, and I intentionally wanted to have this year because I really like this word. A Swedish invention word to describe the feeling of guilt or shame caused by flying on aeroplanes. What is the word? Pravi is going for this. Yes, Pravi.
Flick scam.
Spell that.
Can you repeat?
Spell the word for me.
Is it? It's FLYGSKAM.
You actually knew the answer to this?
Yeah.
Because last year when I asked this, I remember no one got this. That's the reason I decided to include it this year also. Flick scam is the word. It's the guilt or the shame that comes with using aeroplanes. And like they say, there's a lot of carbon footprint that comes along with this. And that's the guilt that people are hoping that others would understand so that they use better modes of transport, or rather modes of transport that are not environmentally unfriendly. That's what is the hope of creating this word. And that's a very, very good answer. Considering the fact that I used this question last year, nobody answered this. Did you go through my questions from last year by any chance? No. Okay, not bad. Okay, not bad at all then. Good answer, Pravi. +10 to you. Very, very nice answer. Moving on to my second segment. But before that, let's take a quick look at how Earthian points looks after one segment. Adarsha on -5, Pravi on 24. Oh, this is tight. Richie on 30, Pravi on 25. We're going to one last segment, or rather the second segment of this quiz. 10 whole questions. That is going to make or break whoever qualifies to the semi-final. Okay, there's only a 5-pointer difference between the two of you, Richie and Pravi. But Adarsha, don't be disappointed with it. There are 10 questions. You can easily answer all 10, and you can win this. I know it's asking for too much and putting too much pressure on you. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you that there is a way that you can still win. So don't give up hope. We'll move into the second of our segments. It's called Earthian Climate Sciences. Here it comes. Okay, on Earthian Climate Sciences, we will move on to the first of my questions. Simple funda, guys. This is, you get the question on top, you get the boxes below. Okay, all you need to do is, it's almost like fill in the blanks. So read the question. I've put in a couple of letters in between to help you answer the question better. Give me the right answer, get a +10. Give me a wrong answer, you get a -5. All good? Any doubts? No. The first 3 questions here are those fill in the blank type questions. The next 3 are lateral thinking, where you will get 3 elements, put them together, give me a final answer. The last 4 are text or visual or mixed bag or multiple choice questions. You just need to answer them and give me the right answer. Nothing more complicated than that. Here we go with the first of my questions on segment 2, Earthian Climate Sciences. Here comes the question for you. A proportion of sunlight reflected by a surface. Oh, Richie, quick on that. Yes.
This is the albedo effect.
Good one. Nicely answered. Albero effect is a +10 to you, Richie. Very, very well answered. And he goes to 40. Pravi on 25, Richie on 40. I like this cat and mouse. It's almost like a cat and mouse game. Let's see who gets ahead at the end. Question number 2. Wait, before that, let me just clear the buzzers. I'm clear. Okay. Question number 2. This may be caused due to natural internal processes or external forcings, such as modulation of the solar cycle, volcanic eruptions. Oh. Richie again. Yes, Richie.
Just taking a guess, is this climate change?
Again, why are you doing my job?
Okay, I'm guessing this is climate change.
This is climate change. Very, very good answer, and a fast answer at that. Richie gets himself another 10-pointer. We will move on to the next question. Question number 3. This is the upper limit of the CHG emissions that can be emitted in order to avoid exceeding maximum concentration levels of CHGs in the atmosphere over a given period of time. In order to limit global temperature increases, cumulative CHG emissions over a defined period of time must be equal to or below this. Two-worded answer. The first one is an obvious word. The second one is what you need to figure out. Oh, Richie again. Yes, Richie.
I'm guessing this is carbon bagging.
Not bagging. ING. Where will the other G come in there? Minus
Bagging.
5 to you. Good try. This is carbon budget. BUDGET. Okay, these things happen, but at least he's attempting them. I'm loving the fact that he's attempting them. The next three of the subsection will have lateral thinking. Okay, you're going to get three elements, put them together, give me a final answer. I don't need an explanation on. Here we go. Question number 4. Three different elements to it. Grantham Foundation, Indian Institute of Science, and aerosols and their impacts to climate. It's something very much in India. The Indian Institute of Science is the big clue there. Anyone on the buzzer? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no buzzers. I'll give you the answer to this. This is the Divecha Center for Climate Change. This is the Divecha Center for Climate Change, which was established at the Indian Institute of Science in January 2009 with a generous financial contribution from Arjun and Diana Divecha and the Grantham Foundation for Protection of Environment. That's why the second big hint was the Grantham Foundation. Aerosol management and impact is an area of research that happens at the Divecha Center for Climate Change. The answer there was Divecha Center for Climate Change. The next two answers are people. Okay, the next two answers are people, so think accordingly on that. Before that, let me just check if my buzzer is stable. My buzzer is stable. Okay, here we go. Next one. The Scripps Oceanography, UC San Diego, Project Surya, discovery of the greenhouse effect on halocarbons. Halocarbons or halocarbons? Famous person. Indian person. Oh, Adarsha, yes.
It was actually by mistake.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
It was actually by mistake. I pressed the buzzer.
Oh, you pressed the buzzer by mistake. Yeah. Okay, fine. Since I allowed Richie that, I will allow you that. Anybody else wants to try famous Indian? No. Okay, no buzzers on this one. Too much time on that. That is Veerabhadran Ramanathan, famous climate scientist. Of course, works with Scripps Oceanography. Project Surya was an interesting project about. I'll give you the correct one. I don't want to jump the gun on this. Proposed a creative idea of Project Surya, which is an effort to introduce cheap solar-powered cookers throughout rural India in order to cut out soot and CO2 emissions. Very interesting project on that one. Of course, he's a professor at Scripps Oceanography, and he's also known for the discovery of the greenhouse effect on halocarbons, something that you got to learn here. Moving on, another international name is the next answer. And the question coming up for you on your screen. 2021 Physics Nobel. Developing the first atmospheric model of Earth's climate is what he's known for. He works with Jamstack. 2021 Physics Nobel. It was in the news all over the place. International personality. International scientist. Anyone? Huge name. Okay, no buzzers. Okay, no buzzers. Buzzers are closed. Sukoro Manabe is the answer. The Nobel Prize winner from 2021 for physics. He's known for developing the first atmospheric model of Earth's climate. After leaving the national NOAA in 1977, he returned to Japan and he was appointed the director of Global Warming Research Division of the Frontier Research System for Global Change, which is now known as JAMTech. Was jointly awarded the 2021 Nobel Prize in Physics for physical modeling of Earth's climates. That is something that he did, something that he achieved, something that he helps the rest of the mankind with his research, and that was the answer. Nobody going on the buzzer, nobody scoring any points on that. Question number 7 on your screen. From here, it's a mixed bag. So here we go. The Kyoto Protocol takes into consideration 6 greenhouse gases. If carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, and the so-called F gases and sulfur hexafluoride are 5 of them. Okay, Adarsha on the buzzer. Yes, Adarsha.
Water vapor.
Water vapor is a -5. Why are you in a hurry? Of the 6 of them, the 6th one would be methane. Methane is the answer on that one. You should have got that one, Adarsha. -5 to you. And I will go on to question number 8. Wait, before we show question number 8, that means there are 3 questions remaining, 30 points available. Pravi, you're on 25. He's on 40. Rishi is on 45. 3 questions. You need all 3 of them to get this right. Or you get 2 of them right. Rishi gets 1 of them wrong, being very Deen Dayal Bandhu types. I don't think he's too Deen Dayal Bandhu on giving away points. I hope that does not happen. But Pravi, you got all 3 questions to answer. Rishi, you manage 1 of them, then you get out of reach. Okay? So, not putting pressure on both of you. I'm just telling you facts. Simple, basic facts. Here we go. Question number 8. What was this debunking handbook which came out in 2020 all about? From the world of climate sciences, what was this book all about? I'm not asking you about the authors. I'm just asking you, what was this book about? Why did they bring out the debunking handbook? What is the purpose behind it? Okay, Pravi. Yes, you're taking a chance.
This book is like which is explaining the current state of the science, like where it's standing and the information regarding the science.
I need a much better answer on that. What is the purpose of this book? Quickly. -5, Pravi. -5. It's not about the current. The word debunking, I thought, was a big clue. This book was brought out to explain the myths that are there about climate change and climate sciences. There are a lot of myths floating around, and a lot of people believe too many things around. The purpose of this book, and this book was written by, let me get those names right. Don't want to mess up on the names. John Cook and Stephen Lewandowski were the gentlemen, along with a whole load of researchers who wrote this book. The idea was to ensure that they can explain myths that are surrounding climate sciences and climate change, so people just don't go around believing the wrong stuff. Debunking, I thought, was a clue for you. I was really happy that you went on the buzzer. Then you would have caught up with them a little further, but -5. Okay, you still got 2 more questions. Let's see what you make of those 2 questions. But before that, let me neutralize my buzzer. I am done with that. And here comes my question for you. Question number 9. What is this called? The answer is something that you can work out from the visual. You don't need to. It's nothing technical. None of that. It's a simple visualization that I'm showing you. Nobody going for this. Oh, Adarsha. Yes, Adarsha.
Is it carbon sinking?
Not carbon sinking. You got the first part right, but I can't give you points on carbon. Carbon is used extensively in this entire route. This is a carbon bathtub. This is called a carbon bathtub, where it's an indication to show that if nature cannot take out the amount of carbon that we as human beings put into it, then there's that's where global warming comes from. It's a simple explanation to it, but this visualization is called a carbon bathtub. That's why I said, take a look at the visual. There is answer in the visual. But hard luck, that is not the right answer. And I will move on to my last question. Yes, sir. What is the name given to this curve? Very, very, very important curve in the world of climate sciences. Or who is it named after? It's as simple as that. Anybody going on the buzzer? Okay, Adarsha again.
No, sir, it was. I pressed it again by mistake.
Come on, Adarsha, you can't do this. Okay, I've reset the buzzer. Anybody attempting this? What is the name given to this curve, or who is it named after? A very, very important curve in the world of climate sciences. Yes, no. Richie has this half smile where he's like, you don't know. Shrugging his shoulders. Pravi, by any chance? No? Okay, no buzzers. Anybody wants to try? Very, very, very famous curve, guys, from the world of climate sciences. If you've gone through even a little bit of climate sciences, there's so many mentions of this curve that comes along with it. No buzzers, though. Anybody trying it? No, don't worry. No negative marking. You can still try. No. This is the famous, extremely famous Keeling curve. This is the Keeling curve that comes along with it. The Keeling curve, of course, is something which becomes a huge part of climate sciences theory as well as for the data that it is provided. The curve is named after scientist Charles David Keeling, who started the monitoring project and supervised it until his death in 2005. The project was started in an island in Hawaii in 1958 and it continues to this date. This is a graph of the accumulation of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere based on continuous measurements taken all the way back from 1958. It's a Keeling curve, like I said, something you get to learn here today. But that basically means Rishi has avoided any negatives that he could have got. Let's take a look at the final earthian points on quarterfinal number 5. This is how it looks. Adarsha on minus 15. Though it's a minus 15, I don't think that's a bad minus 15 at all because he attempted some really tough questions, which is very, very nice, Adarsha. Good effort on that, especially in a quarterfinal. Pravi, good try, just missing out on that. On 20, Rishi, with 45 points, you are the winner of this quarterfinal and you will move on to the semi-final. Best of luck to the semi-final. I hope you prepare harder. And don't stop yourself from answering. You know the answers, go for the buzzer. You could have got at least 2 more, I think 2 or 1. 2, right? At least 2. Yes, I'm sure you would have got at least 2 more questions right on that. You would have been at least a 65. But he's been hesitant. Don't show that hesitancy in the semi-final. That can be very detrimental because the other semi-finalists will be proper competitors who do not give up on aggression. So make sure you get all this right. And as far as Pravi and Adarsha, very, very good attempts. And congratulations for making it to the quarterfinals because we had a huge number of applicants on the prelims round. From there to here, you qualified for at the top 32. That itself is an achievement. Both of you, is this the first time you're taking part in this quiz?
Yeah.
Yes,
first
sir.
time.
Okay, so first time you get to know how the operations of this quiz work. Either of you in final years of your studies or you have some more time?
First year.
First year.
Oh, lovely. So please, I want to see you all back next year. Please come a little better prepared now that you understand how this operates. So you'll do well next year. And Rishi, best of luck to you for the semi-final. And this is me, Lloyd Saldana, your host, and you're watching Wipro earthian Sustainability Quiz, the 7th edition of it. And this was quarterfinal 5. I will see you all soon on quarterfinal 6. Till then, take care. I'll see you soon.